Hey guys, what's up? It's Pixelated-Apollo. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you guys are doing well, and welcome to the reclaiming of Moria. This is a custom scenario made by KuroGuroChan, and this is the submod for Third Age Total War called Third Age Reforged. It releases in about a month or so, and there's a link down below if you want to learn more about this mod. Now, this is pretty much the recreation of the battle from The Hobbit where Thorin takes on Azog and chops off his arm. And if we look at the battlefield, look at this. It looks almost exactly like the battlefield from the movie. And just look at all these disgusting orcs littered around the battlefield, ready to surround the dwarves. The dwarven stubbornness will be tested today because they have quite the challenge. Now, apparently this is one of the greatest replays yet because almost all the players in this battle sent me an email telling me that I need to upload this to my channel as soon as possible because this is one hell of a fight. Now, if you look at the frames up here, this might be the longest battle that I ever upload because that's a lot of frames. It might be like an hour and a half, maybe even close to 2 hours. So we're gonna be here for a while. Be sure to get some snacks, get some drinks for a nice non-stop Dwarven versus Orc action battle. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's now talk about the rules here. There's not a lot of rules. It's pretty simple. The orcs that are outside, they cannot fall back into the inside of Moria. They have to stand their ground and take on the dwarves to the last. Now, if we look into Moria, because I haven't shown you it, it does look like very similar to the original Moria from the original Third Age. Very, very cool, very awesome. You can see there's a bit more elite troops in the back here, ready to defend Moria to the last. So very nice. And there's no town center. Both armies just have to slaughter each other. It's gonna be great. I love that. And I guess now we'll check out the army comps. Let's start with the dwarves though. We'll start with this first army here, commanded by Miles and Davis. All the dwarven armies are pretty similar, so we're gonna go pretty fast. So he's got some Vault Wardens. Also, you can see here the dwarves have been upgraded with their new armor. It looked very similar to the Hobbit movie. He's got Iron Guard. They look really cool. He's got the Guards of Khazad-dûm, and then back here he has some Dwarven Halberdmen. And he's got the Axemen of Erebor. And then we have some Khazad-dûm Reclaimers, which is an axe throwing unit. And they're very good at melee. They're very elite and such a fitting name for this battle. And I think we've got a general back here. I'm sure someone has Thorin on the battlefield. So yeah, Dwarven Noblemen, some Dragon Slayers, very nasty, very elite. And that's pretty much it for the Dwarven army. We'll move on to Indie Pride, who's actually a YouTuber. His channel's called Milk and Cookies. Definitely check him out. I've got a link down below. He does a lot of Warhammer stuff, so if you're into Warhammer, please check him out. He does Call to Warhammer and the new Total War Warhammer. But he also has some Iron Guard. He has the Vault Wardens, Halbermen. He has the, some Iron Crossbowmen, the Guards of Khazad-dûm, Khazad-dûm Reclaimers, Axemen of Erebor. Again, very, very similar to the other army. Now, this last army up here, they cannot attack until like 5-10 minutes, but it's commanded by Sin of the Dark Cloud. He's got the Dwarven Halberds. He's got the Iron Crossbows, Guards of Khazad-dûm, some Blacklock Engineers, which is a very nasty crossbow unit. He's got some Hammerers of Gundabad, and he has, let's see, back here, he's got some Balin's Guard. Really cool, nice unique unit there. And then he's got the Sons of Durin. Awesome, it looks like it's another hammer unit. And he also has the Sons of the Fallen, which look like Dwarven Spartans. It's awesome. Okay, so let's now look at the baddies. So these orcs here, I think there's 4 orc armies. We have Cannon Fodder, who's got the Underground Goblins. They look pretty nasty. He's got some heavy Goblin Archers. He's got the Black Uruks of the Mountains. And we also have some Mountain Orc Berserkers with some skulls on their heads. That is very terrifying. They mean business. They don't mess around. And then, of course, we've got some Warg Skirmishers. Actually, that's a different army. Their armies are all kind of blended together, so I don't know where one ends and one begins, so we're going to go a little bit fast here. The other army is commanded by Tempo X Ghost. Some Warg Skirmishers. He has some Orc Bodyguard with, I believe, his general in it. And then he's got some heavy Goblin Infantry. A lot of lesser troops like Snaga Archers in the front. He's got more Orc Berserkers. Goblin Infantry don't really stand a chance against the Dwarves. And then the next army is commanded by KuroGuroChan, or Chan, excuse me. He's bringing, oh, look at this, heavy Goblin Crossbowmen. That's awesome. That's a new unit. And then we have Bolg's Champions. Very nice. Very, very cool. And back here, that's Azog's son, by the way. And then we have the Heavy Goblin Infantry in the back in reserve. And more Warg Riders back here. So nice cavalry forces. Here's some Heavy Goblin Archers and some Goblin Infantry. And then the final player, which is Son of Imladris. He's bringing some Orc Berserkers. Lots and lots of Orc Berserkers. He's got actually just mostly Orc Berserkers on this flank. Goblin Infantry. And look at this, more Orc Berserkers. Now, of course, they all have a mix of elite units, so all of them have forces inside here. But the forces inside, again, super elite. Got pikes, got halberds, got the underground goblins, heavy goblin halberds. He's got trolls. So it's going to be a very brutal fight if the dwarves can even get to the inside of Moria. Okay, so let's start this, guys. I made you guys wait long enough. Here we go. The forces are pretty much going to charge downhill. I do see some movement from the dwarves. So Indie Pride, he's going to probably make a nice defensive position here. Get his archers ready. Oh, and you can see just the dust trails popping up here as more and more orcs are coming down the mountain. Like an avalanche coming down the mountain. So here they come. Let's see, the first line of assault, we've got Goblin Infantry. So stupid. They have no idea what to expect. They're going to get slaughtered by these dwarves. And it might get a little framey here, guys, because there are a lot of units on the battlefield. But these dwarves are greatly outnumbered, and they're going to have to rely on their skill, their discipline, and their armor to win this one. There we go. Finally, the Goblin Infantry charging into the Vault Wardens. And the battle for Moria has begun. Oh my god. These orcs got obliterated. They lasted like not even 10 seconds. How tragic. How tragic indeed. Definitely using them as a meat shield. Trying to absorb some of that Dwarven ammo. But now the more elite units are coming down. We've got archers now firing, which is going to be a huge issue for the dwarves because they're so slow. Yes, the dwarves are natural sprinters, but they don't have any cavalry, so it's going to be challenging trying to run down the skirmishers. And let's see what's going on here. Now we have the flank going down. We've got a lot of mountain orc berserkers coming in. They're so eager to kill these dwarves. And oh, they're breaking. They're going around a little gap here, trying to surround the forces from Miles and Davis. I think he's going to go for the Khazad-dûm Reclaimers. See, these guys going to throw their axes. It's pretty cool because we've never seen an axe throwing unit because in the original vanilla Third Age, they crashed the game. So this is pretty cool. But we're not going to see him throw axes. Oh, wait, there they go. Come on, throw them. I guess they're not fire on will. Oh, here comes Dragon Slayers. There they go. There's the axes. Look at that. That's awesome. Very, very awesome. So they've got a big issue there trying to contain that gap there. We've got a massive fight over here. Cannon fodder. I've seen him play many times before, and he is very aggressive. So he's gonna try to send in his full force at once, which is pretty smart. Trying to overwhelm the dwarves. Got the Vault Wardens taking on hundreds of goblins. I love it. I love it. This is what we live for. The warg skirmishers trying to just, trying to kite the enemy a little bit, just get some kills from afar. I mean, it's not much the dwarves can do about it. It's not like they can chase down those warg riders. Oh my god. The lag. There's so many troops killing each other right now. But the dwarves are standing strong. They stay true. So far, I mean, the orcs, it doesn't really appear that they put a dent into the armies. There's now warg riders in the fight, trying to take on these dragon slayers who are trying to clog up this opening here. But the wargs are going to just be able to push on through and potentially harass the crossbows. This is actually really huge for the baddies here. The orcs defending Moria. Not the greatest of charges. Now we have some friendly fire coming in. The goblin archers really trying to focus down these crossbows. Miles and Davis, he might want to put his crossbows into loose formation because they are losing a lot of troops there. Oh, there we go. There we go. We've got some forces breaking. This now might be the time where the dwarves need to push forward and try to silence those archers. But cannon fodder. No, actually, this is a mix of different forces. They've got Son of Imladris and cannon fodder fighting together on this flank, trying to take out Indy Pride's army. Look at that. They're really just trying. They're double teaming him right now. And they're trying to hurry up because we do have those dwarven reinforcements in the background. They could be showing up any moment now. Oh, nice. Nice hammer and anvil from the warg skirmishers. The lag is real. The struggle is real. Look at that. It's just raining down arrows upon these dwarves. A very tricky situation indeed. His Iron Guard looks so awesome though. Now the Axemen of Erebor, they're in a good spot to try to take out these warg skirmishers. Jeez. Look at that. Oh my god, I'm sure there's a lot of friendly fire going on. But that's okay, it's just orcs. They're a dime a dozen, am I right? Oh, but there's a big hole in the Dwarven lines here. And the orcs finally breaking through with all their numbers. You can see the mountain orc berserkers cheering as they crush the front line of the dwarves. Now they're going to surround the rest of the forces who are hanging on the flank here. Dwarven halberdmen. Look at that. Yep, the front line has been destroyed. Here's a bird's eye view of the battle. The rest of the Dwarven reinforcements are now trying to quickly get over there to save his ally. Let's see if the dwarves can hold on. Now, the dwarves on this side, they are pretty much, they're spotless. I mean, they've seen a lot of action. It's just they're not taking on as many orcs as Indy Pride is on the other side. I think this battle on this side's close to over. They just got to take care of these berserkers. Let's see what's going on in the front here, though. Yeah, most of the dwarves who are fighting in the front line now focusing their attention on the back line. But this is a big issue right here. These goblins, they're racking up a lot of kills. And, you know, goblin archers, they're not exactly the best archers. It does take them a while to get some kills, especially against that dwarven armor. But still, it's like they're still doing a great job. They're still going to do a lot of damage over time. Because these dwarves are pretty slow. They're pretty slow. So we'll head back over to this chaotic fight as the dwarves wait for reinforcements. Jeez, they're really getting pushed back here. I mean, they're just taking on so many orcs. The Khazad-dûm Reclaimers going in. I love it with the dwarves. Whenever they're like about to do a kill animation, they like grow to normal size so they can do the kill animation, and then once they're done, they shrink back down. It's pretty funny. Oh, we got goblins retreating. The archers are going to hold their fire here, try to get into a much higher position to fire down on the dwarves, who are just running at full speed to try to catch up to these archers. These archers better hurry up, though. Do we have any infantry? Oh, wow. We have a lot of infantry. Wait. Is this okay, did they just not commit these four? Okay, so they decided to be a little bit more defensive here and stay close to the gate. Now, remember, they cannot fully retreat inside, so they're going to just hold their ground at this this entrance here to the mines of Moria. This is actually pretty smart. That way they don't get you know, surrounded, outflanked, or anything like that. We'll see if they can get a lot of kills on these dwarves. But let's head back over to the main fight here, where the dwarves are now advancing. They defeated that initial assault there. Let's see how Indy Pride's doing. Oh, yeah, I think his battle has now come to a close. Now that the supporting archers have stopped firing and they are retreating, things are getting a little bit easier. We do have some underground goblins, some hipster goblins. The cringe. But they're getting surrounded. They're fighting to the death. Push, halberds, push. So now what the dwarves need to do here is they need to unite as one and take on this army that's fighting as one. But yeah, most of the goblins have been defeated. They're just cleaning them up. The reinforcing Dwarven army still marching up on this hill. And the goblin archers falling back to the safety of their infantry. Look at this nice position here. These archers have a fantastic position. They're going to get a lot of kills. Alright, so more and more retreating going on as these goblins go to the high ground. And we will fast forward a little bit here, just to give the dwarves some time to get into position. Okay, so the dwarves are finally in attacking position, and just it took them a while. You know, they are... Okay, so finally it looks like the dwarves are almost ready to attack. It took them a little bit, you know, they do have little legs, but finally they're in their... Okay, so it appears that the dwarves are finally in their attacking position. They're ready to take on this great horde of orcs who are standing very defensively. I think they have their crossbows. Yep, their crossbows are going to be doing most of the damage in this first or secondary assault, the counter assault of the dwarves as they slowly hike up this hill and they face these goblins. So yeah, the Blacklock engineers. We got the iron crossbowmen. This is actually a really cool position. It makes it challenging for the crossbows because it's not exactly like they kind of have to fire upward to get over this hill, but they are also somewhat protected from enemy fire. Not really. I mean, they are taking on composite bows, and we do have some archers up here who have the high ground. They actually have a pretty good spot there.
We're under attack.
So I think if you're the dwarves, you just go on and attack. Oh, what is this? We got some heavy goblin archers coming in, trying to silence the crossbows. This is actually a pretty good move right here because he doesn't really have his crossbows protected. Now, killing dwarven crossbows is kind of tricky, you know, especially when you're going in with heavy goblin archers. Oh, there he goes. He's retreating. And he's just barely. No, he's not going to make it. I thought he was going to make it there. Nope. They're going to have to stand their ground and fight. So that was a pretty good move. I like that aggressive move from KuroGuroChan, using his archers that used up all their ammo in a nice offensive manner. The rest of the dwarves still trying to make their way up this hill. It's crazy. And here's the other dwarven army. They've got fresh troops. He's trying to get his crossbows in position, trying to get them to put down some nice suppressing fire. But I just want to see infantry go in, you know? I just want to see this massive charge. But I'm sure it will happen soon enough. So yeah, there's the iron crossbowmen. And these goblin archers are now breaking. There's just too many dwarves for them to handle. Just look at this great dwarven army. That is awesome. Look at that. That is so sick. I love that dwarven armor. It looks so amazing. Alright, we got the Khazad-dûm reclaimers. Just cleaning up what's left of these orcs. Oh, look at this guy. That's awesome. Alright, so we still have a little bit of a standstill here. A Mexican standoff as the forces are trying to take their time. We will fast forward here a little bit. I'm not going to make a cut here because I got a good feeling that we're going to get a charge any time now. The crossbows are still not in range. The archers, a nice position up here on this hill. We're now firing down on that dwarven reinforcement force. So the dwarves might want to charge in here pretty quickly. Because I just don't think they have enough to take on all those archers. So we'll see. Alright, so we've had a very long skirmish go on. I do see some infantry, the Black Uruks of the mountains trying to charge in and once again silence those crossbows. Now the dwarves are well prepared for this tactic. They are sending in the Axemen of Erebor. Arrows are flying everywhere. There's a nice charge. The Black Uruks are going to be able to continue to push, though. Oh, wait, nope. They're going to focus their attention against these Axemen. The rest of the Dwarves are pushing forward. Fresh units here. Axemen of Erebor. Let's see, I think the other Dwarven army is now advancing. Yes, we've got the Khazad-dûm Reclaimers. We have a lot of crossbows up on the slope, trying to fire down at the archers who are taking shelter on this hill. And this is a tough target for these Dwarven crossbows, and a very easy target for these archers. But I think this is the best option for the Dwarves, to try to take their time, use up their ammo, silence these archers. And here we go, guys. First infantry charge. Oh, wait, we got some hammerers who are already engaged. Here's this front line. Oh, this is gorgeous. All right, here we go. Axemen of Erebor. Reclaim Moria. There's some Iron Guard. Also about to engage the enemy. Where are the rest of the Dwarves? Oh, they're still taking on the Black Uruks. So this was actually a pretty clever idea, that just sending this one unit of Black Uruks of the mountains to slow down this Dwarven army, and then now they can focus all their attention on this one Dwarven force as they wait for their reinforcements. So the timing of the attackers is not the greatest. Oh, we got cave trolls now. The cave trolls are taking on the hammerers of Gundabad. Awesome. Very, very awesome. A lot of arrows coming down, going after the Dwarven reserves. More hammerers of Gundabad joining their comrades in the front line. See, where's the Dwarven reinforcements? Nope, they're gonna hold their army back. I guess they're saving it for the mines of Moria. So they're not going to engage their army just yet. Alright, so they've almost destroyed these Black Uruks. They need to move quickly here. Vault Wardens, man. They look so awesome. I love that armor. It's such a nice upgrade compared to vanilla Third Age Total War. It's so great just seeing all those pikes and polearms as they slowly kill the Black Uruks of the mountain. Finally, they're just going to disengage. He realizes that he needs to quickly send reinforcements to help out his ally because he's getting hit hard here from the archers. Oh, we got the Reclaimers now throwing their axes into the reserve forces of the orcs. And this is the brutal front line. The trolls still going strong. There goes one. There goes two. All right, the trolls are starting to lose their hit points. They're starting to drop very quickly. Oh, what is this? We got a lot. Oh, wait. Is this a massive break here? I don't know. They're just pushing in their archers now. I think that the orcs are starting to waver here. Jeez, look at this front line. This is a wonderful fight so far. Alright, another unit of Black Uruks slowing down this army. Oh, wow. Oh, nice. Okay, so these goblins, we got heavy infantry trying to surround these dwarves over here. This is awesome. This is a really great plan here from Tempo X Ghost. Nice teamwork with KuroGuroChan sending in his Black Uruks. Now we got the massive flank of goblins, and these dwarves are in trouble. They've got a lot of goblins to take on. They're about to be surrounded, and they are going to be delayed even longer before supporting their ally. These Black Uruks, man. Uruks. We need all dwarves in the front line. Sin of the Dark Cloud finally sending in some infantry to reinforce that front line and to continue to butcher these orcs. Alright, so here's the surrounded dwarves. The dwarves do have some reinforcements. He's got the Khazad-dûm reclaimers. I think they've used up all their ammo, but they do have an opportunity of flanking around and countering the flank of the goblins, who are just slowing down these dwarves. Alright, I think the orcs are starting to thin out here. They've done a pretty good job of slowing down the dwarves, really focusing them down with their archers. But the question is, did they do enough damage to where the forces inside Moria can finish off the dwarves and defend Moria? I mean, it's going to be challenging because nobody has artillery. Like, artillery is just so important, especially in Moria, where it's just like a single choke point and you can just rack up kills. So I think it's going to come down to the crossbows and the archers to be able to take Moria back. But I think at any second now, these orcs are going to crumble. They are going to waver here. We're not even close to halfway through this battle. These dwarves, man, look so awesome. I can't get over it. I love the sub mod. I'm just so glad it's basically divide and conquer focused around multiplayer. So all these custom scenarios that you have been seeing on my channel, you will be able to play with your friends once this mod comes out. Oh, we got some breaking orcs here. Finally, the Khazad-dûm reclaimers are surrounding the heavy goblin infantry, and they are just wavering just like that. The dwarves are picking up their polearms and their pikes because they realize that this fight is over. They can now butcher the orcs who are trying to retreat. Alright, this front line is finally calming down. The dwarves are victorious, but at what cost? Hopefully not too much of a cost so they can go in and reclaim Moria. We'll find out soon enough. Let's see. Let's see here. Enemies. The dwarves have lost half their force, and the goblins have lost 68% of their force. But remember, the goblins mostly had weaker troops. I mean, they had some elite troops out there fighting, but they mostly had weaker goblins out fighting the dwarves. But now they can use their choke point defenses. They can use their elite infantry as these dwarves try to charge in. They're just cleaning up what's left of the filth out here. This orc filth. You have some heavy goblin crossbowmen. I'm sure they got a lot of kills. Oh, sorry guys, hit my mic there. More and more reinforcements coming in. These crossbows, man, fighting back to back. Amazing. And it's pretty cool. I'm glad they finally gave crossbows to orcs, because they need it, especially when they take on a faction like the dwarves. They have such solid armor. You got to get that AP attack. All right, so that's the battle on the outside of Moria. Now we are soon pushing to the inside of Moria. And again, we're not even halfway through this battle. Oh wow, look at this. They have fallen back. I thought they were going to be able to defend this area right here, but I think what's going to happen is that the dwarves are going to push up their archers, and we're going to have a pretty nasty skirmish phase before they actually engage their infantry. We will fast forward a little bit here. All right, so the dwarves have finally regrouped, and they're now advancing inside the mines of Moria. They're going to take on the great cave trolls of the Misty Mountains. We do have a small force that charged in first. It was a couple pikemen, but they just got obliterated. The trolls are now retreating. They're getting, and look at this trap they're setting up here. They are waiting, and they're making it so the dwarves only have one option, to just fall into this trap. There's nothing they can really do. Now, they could push up their archers and try to skirmish down the enemy, but it looks like Sin of the Dark Cloud, Miles, and Davis, they're going in, and they're going in hard. That's what she said. All right, let's see. Come on, dwarves. Let's see how he's gonna form up here. He's got to send two different columns here to take on both these goblins. The goblins are closing in. Oh, yes, we got axes being thrown. I think they're going after the cave trolls, which is a very good target to try to weaken. Here comes, yep, here we go. The orc commander Azog has given the commands. Azog. Some people, okay, so I've heard both ways to pronounce Azog. Some people pronounce it Azog, and some people pronounce it Azog. I just prefer Azog. I don't know if that's 100% correct, but you know, whatever. Azog, Azog, same thing. All right, so this is gonna get pretty nasty here pretty quick, guys. With the help of the trolls, the goblin halberds, these dwarves, they're gonna meet their match. But he needs to try to get as many dwarves to the front line as possible. But he doesn't want to clump up too much either, because you can see there's a lot of arrows coming down. So this is just a kill zone for these dwarves. Inside the mines of Moria. Whew, what a brawl here, guys. Alright, now he's charging in black uruks of the mountains. Trying to contain these dwarves. See, for the orcs to win this, they need to try to hold these dwarves in this one area for as long as possible, so they can get as many arrows firing down on this blob of dwarves. The more arrows they can fire off, obviously, the more kills. Now, they do risk some friendly fire, but I think it's worth it. Most of the arrows, I mean, this blob of dwarves is so large that most of the arrows are hitting the dwarves. I love fights like this. Just Grindfest 2016. It's awesome. Pretty soon we're gonna be saying Grindfest 2017. Can't believe it. 2017 already on its way. But not for some of these dwarves and orcs. They're gonna die. Alright, the black uruks now engaging. The dwarves are just trying to push with their mass to get past these small little goblins. But the more they push, the more casualties they take. They might want to send in more infantry into that front line. Those guards of Khazad-dûm, look at that. They want to get to Khazad-dûm. They want to take it back. They'll do anything they can. The goblins are holding pretty well on the flanks here, though. Actually, the dwarves are kind of pushing through this way. Good God, what a push. Oh, that is just nasty. Yeah, the dwarves are so good at this. Just so good at just using their mass, breaking down the front line, pushing through the front line, and just slaughtering these orcs. Oh, we got more infantry from the reserves engaging here. Yeah, I think he's sent. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, come on, camera. Yeah, he's sending his underground goblins. They're going to the front here of this this kill zone because the dwarves are, you know, breaking down the front line. They're slowly adding more space between the center and the, you know, around the battle lines of the the goblins. So it's making it harder for the archers to really focus them down. Pretty soon, I think the dwarves are going to be able to break through this very quickly. You can see the goblin halberds are outnumbered now. Man, they had such a good position. That was a great strategy from the orcs. But the dwarves are just so good that they can break down such a well-planned defense so quickly. It's awful. These dwarves, man. They're sons of the fallen. 300 Spartans. I mean, dwarves. The trolls, that's pretty much what's left of these trolls. They've got to be freaking out. They've got to be disappointed in the goblin infantry. Alright, so let's look at the percentages now. So we got 80% of the goblins have been killed, but 60% of the dwarves have been killed. But now they've got to make the great push up this hill. Do we have any defenders over here? We do not. But we do have some infantry in the back parts of this location. They're going to pretty much do the same strategy of surrounding these dwarves. He's got archers in a really great spot up here, ready to fire down. And let's see, do they have a lot of reserves? They do have some snow trolls back here, some halberds. He's got some infantry back here. So they do have a lot of orcs left, but it's going to be a tough fight here. Very tough fight. All right, let's see what the dwarves are experiencing right now. I mean, you got to be feeling pretty lucky if you're a dwarf and you've made it this far. As they hike up this mountain or this hillside, they've got to be like, ah, Moria, Moria. Great to be back. And they just have to cleanse Moria from the orc filth. See, are they going to charge in? Okay, so we got a nice combo here of the heavy goblin halberds mixed with the black uruks of the mountains. Are these crossbows? Oh, they are crossbows. Oh, they're going to rack up so many kills. This is such a good spot. Well planned from KuroGuroChan. But I'm not surprised. He is the creator of the scenario. He should know the ins and outs of his own battle here. Alright, so here's the charge. Sin of the Dark Cloud leading the way with the sons of Thorin. We got more dwarves forming up over here. Indie Pride's got his Khazad-dûm reclaimers. They're gonna stare off at each other for a little bit, exchange some words, not very nice words, and now they're gonna charge in and bring the pain to the orcs. Oh, we got another crossbow unit over here. Oh, that is just devastating. I'm so glad the orcs are not just completely retreating, because this is a great opportunity. This location right here, a great opportunity of killing these dwarves. Because it's so wide open, you can get a lot of crossbow fire down here. But how long are they going to be able to hold for? Probably not too long. I mean, we saw at the gate where there's just almost thousands of orcs holding back these dwarves, and they broke it down within like 5 minutes. It's crazy. Maybe more like 10 minutes. Alright, so once again, the dwarves using their shields, using their armor, their brute force to just push past the orcs, break down their defenses. The crossbows need to try to fire as many many volleys as possible, because pretty soon they're going to be on the run, because the dwarves are all, look at this, look at it, they're already about to break through this, it's ridiculous. What are you supposed to do against this? You just need more orcs. Hold them back. Over on this side, they're not pushing as hard, so they're actually holding them back, these orcs here. Holding them back. Now we got, finally, this is actually really good. The goblin crossbows are now taking on some enemy crossbows. So the dwarves are trying to support their infantry in this struggle. That's what the crossbows are there for. There's another volley from the dwarves. Oh wow, they're just wrecking this goblin crossbow unit. See if they can push through. Oh wait, no, we got more goblin reserve. Look at that. He's got some underground goblins. They're so underground. Now the dwarves have to keep on pushing on for a little bit longer. I mean, being a dwarf and you finally break through that initial line, and then you see more reinforcements, you gotta be like, oh, come on. More goblins. Nah, actually, you know what? The dwarves are probably really excited getting a chance to kill goblins. I mean, these are some hated enemies right here. Just back and forth. These dwarves hate these goblins with a passion. But the underground goblins are holding them back. There must be some tame Impala going on in the background, keeping their spirits high. Keeping their morale high. And they're, you know, these dwarves need to do the same thing the other dwarves are doing. They need to just push. I think they can easily push past this force. But the orcs are doing a much better job. We do have an orc general holding them back. And that might be why. Some elite bodyguard. Oh, we got halberds now advancing. Do we have a lot of reserves back here? Yes, we do. Okay, so the dwarves, those are crossbows. He's got his halberds here. We do have a general back here. So they do have quite a bit. But, I mean, I think both armies are very exhausted. They've lost a lot of men. If we look at the percentage, I mean, the balance of power is dead even. And the orcs are making a great turnaround over here. It was, wasn't it like 60 to 80? Well, now it's like 84 to 72. So they're closing that gap. So this has been a very effective kill zone. And I'm so glad they stood their ground here because it's really paying off. Got crossbows in the back. That's a tricky situation here for Son of the Dark Cloud. He can't really get a good shot on these orcs up here. So he's going for the infantry. And his crossbows, a lot of them are hitting the dirt, but they're still getting some decent shots. Alright, so pretty soon these orcs are going to crumble here. And the crossbows are going to have to retreat. But look at all of the fallen dwarves. It's a lot. They had a lot more dwarves in this area before. Those crossbows were very effective. Alright, let's see how the fight's going on the other side. Oh, wow. Wow, these orcs, man. Still hanging on for dear life. Now the percentage, oh, the percentage 85 to 75, it's a 10% difference. I think before it was close to a 20% difference. Alright, look at this. The dwarves have finally destroyed the defenses over here. They can now advance. The question is, does he send out reinforcements, or is he just gonna hold the this pathway into the inner mines of Moria? I think he should send more. I think he should maybe hold right here. Now you do risk getting attacked because you're out in the open from crossbows, but his troops are holding pretty well over here. I mean, I don't know. They're probably gonna crumble here pretty soon, so maybe not. Maybe he should just wait. I mean, it's just tough to take on the dwarves like this because they are the masters of choke points. They're just so good at just pushing and pushing and pushing and killing. It's what they do, man. Now these crossbows need to probably fall back. I mean, or just get the dwarven crossbows to use up their ammo. But for the dwarves to win this battle, again, it's going to come down to the crossbows. It's not going to be the infantry, not going to be the generals. It's going to be the crossbows just firing at the orcs who are taking defensive positions. The dwarves now make their way, and look at this. Sure enough, they're sending up their iron crossbowmen. So what they're going to do here, Sin of the Dark Cloud, he's going to sit his men right in the front here and fire down at this goblin heavy halberds. We do have some chanting back here. Oh, from the orcs to the... Yes, chants, you crazy berserkers. Cause fear amongst your enemy. All right, let's head back here. Or again, I'm just amazed that these goblins can hold on for so long. Alright, well, looks like we had our first crash, and you know a battle is so epic that it crashes, that the game is just like, you know what, I can't take this anymore, I'm going down. So we are back live. We're not really live, but whatever, you know what I mean. We're back with the replay. It did crash, but hopefully it doesn't crash again, because it is just a painful process when the game starts to crash. The files become corrupted, and then you have to fix the files. It takes forever. But fingers crossed, we will get through this battle. But looking at the frames here, we're only halfway. It's been about an hour. It's only been about an hour. Or not only, I shouldn't say only. It's been an hour, and we're only halfway. So yeah, this might be a 2-hour-long battle. Anyways, the goblins here, they're finally getting chewed up here. The dwarves got their backs to the walls, and they're making their final stand. If we look on the other side, we do have some crossbows getting in position, but the trolls actually charged out, which is really nice aggressive play there. You definitely don't want to sit back and let these crossbows chew up your halberds. So he charged out the snow trolls, did some damage, and he's going to go ahead and fall back. He's got more... Oh, wait, no, we got some goblin crossbows. So we might have a bit of a crossbow battle here. Let's see, where are these crossbows going? Are they going down here to fire at the... I think so. I think they're going to try to soften up some of these dwarven crossbows before they get to the front line over here. Or not. They're just going to fall back. Who knows? I guess they're going to take on these crossbows. But it's a small number of crossbows. They need to do something about those crossbows. Even though it's a small unit, over time, they're going to get a lot of kills. Let's see. I think they're going to make their stand here and fight them back. Yeah. Kind of using them as a meat shield. Pretty cool. All right, let's head back over to this side where the dwarves are just close to victory in this fight. Got a nice duel going on here. Oh, wait. No, he's got support. Come on, get the kill, dwarf. Iron Guard. Get the kill. Alright, so there we go. The goblins, they're fighting to the death. Or no, they're still fighting. I thought they were fighting to the death because of the flashing red. But no, they're shaken, they're very tired. And they're down to 7 orcs. 7 goblos. Nice dwarven army. Alright, so the dwarves, they're pushing. We got more and more crossbows coming up. The infantry has fallen back, which I think is the smart thing to do. You definitely don't want to leave your infantry there to die. He only lost a couple there, so he didn't lose a lot of goblins. Now he's got the black Uruks of the mountains. They were going for a charge, but I guess they're just bluffing. They're like, just gotcha, tricked you, not going for a charge. The crossbows, we got a lot more now firing. We got a bit of a crossbow battle. What? Oh, we got a dead general. What a cool angle there. That's awesome. All right, but yeah, let's see what's going on here. Crossbows, more and more crossbows coming up. We got the Blacklock engineers. They've got their crossbows as well. Yeah, these. Oh, yeah. They're gonna die pretty quick here. That's a lot of enemy crossbows they're gonna be taking on. Okay, so what exactly are the goblins doing? Well, they are falling back. Mass number of troops falling back. They might be trying to look for a good location where crossbows are not as effective. So these guys are falling back as well. I think pretty soon we're going to get to the final stand, and this balance of power is pretty dead even. It's now an 8% difference. So the goblins have definitely, they've turned around this battle, and they're looking for a good fight.
Attacking us.
So that's it for the crossbows. The dwarves are victorious. And now they charge forward their infantry. We do have some dwarven halberds. And I think we're going to have to fast forward a little bit here as the dwarven forces get closer to the goblin defenders. So the dwarven army now marching in. You can see them. They're getting in a nice formation here. He's got his crossbows in the front line. Again, using the same method here to kill these orcs. Taking their time, using their ammo. But how much ammo do they have left over? I mean, I'm sure they have a decent amount. I really don't know. I wish there was a way to tell how much ammo they have left over. But I don't think it's a ton. So maybe the goblins can really wait out these crossbows. Now, this is actually a pretty good location for these orcs. They're still getting hit with the bolts from the crossbows, but this hill is making it a lot more challenging for them to get hits. So that's actually a pretty smart idea to fall back to this hill. Again, they're still going to lose a lot of orcs there, and he has fallen back this way where we've got some iron crossbowmen chasing them down. See, where are these guys going? This is a dead end. There's nowhere to run. Wait, can you actually go out here? Oh, wait, a little bit, but it leads to a dead end, pretty much. But are they gonna leave the settlement? What is... I think so. I don't know what he's doing here. Oh, wait, no, he's charging at some orc berserkers. He sees an opportunity to take out these dwarven crossbows because they are not protected. Oh, he's running for it. But there's this lone crossbow. He doesn't care. A horde of berserkers coming for him. Let's see if he holds his ground here. Let's see how long he can fight. Oh, he's dead. No, he's still in it. He's still in it. Let's see how long he can fight it out. Let's see. Come on. Oh, he's buying time for the... Oh, there he goes. He's like, oh, should have retreated. All right, the berserkers, they got their one kill. All right, now they're going in for the rest of the kill. Look how fast they can move. Crossbows better get running, but they're gonna stand their ground, get a volley off. And the infantry is going to engage. Let's see, come on. They gotta hurry up, get up that hill, slow them down. Look how fast they haul ass. And they do catch up to the dwarves. They should stop them there, at least kill a decent amount. That was a good move by the berserkers. Now we have infantry coming down to support them. The skirmishing is still going on over here. In the front lines, we have some dwarven halberdmen. All right, let's head back this way where the fighting is getting intense. The berserkers are trying to surround. Here comes the supporting infantry. We have some iron guard coming down. The great banners of the dwarves, of the Iron Hills in Erebor, reclaiming Moria in a glorious fashion. Oh, hey, look at that. That's a cool view of Moria. Get a nice bird's eye view of Moria. Moria. Alright, so he's using his dwarven nobleman actually to hold back this berserker unit. The berserkers are going to be giving the dwarves their same treatment by trying to push through their forces and getting to the crossbows. Crossbows, though, holding fire because, well, actually, no, they're firing. A lot of bolts coming down. Now, the dwarves do have a composite bow type unit. It would be cool to see the dwarven bows. Alright, more noblemen coming down. I think this is Thorin. Defending the flank. Let's see what's going on the other side. Make sure. Oh, wait. What is this? Oh, yes, the dwarves. That is so awesome looking as they march forward to take on the orcs. The orcs need to push up now. It is time. Or maybe even just let them come in. Instead of standing here like a straight line, let the forces come in and you can surround these dwarves. He has a lot of reinforcements waiting. They're ready to engage. Let's see. Awesome. Alright, here they come, guys. The first charge of the Khazad-dûm Reclaimers. Here to reclaim Moria. Here's the halberds close behind. So a nice halberd versus halberd fight. And the berserkers, they're losing a lot of men. They're breaking. They're fighting to the death. Now we've got a general, orc bodyguard. He might be fighting these dwarves here. It's unfortunate they... Oh, wait. We do have more infantry support, so they are going to try to surround these dwarves, attack them from multiple flanks, but this is going to be a very tough defense here. And the crossbows should be able to get a lot of volleys off. But I think this is pretty much it for the dwarves. Is that true? Is that... Let's see. I don't see... No, he's got a couple more back here, but... Yeah, that's pretty much it for the dwarves. I mean, both armies are exhausted. They both took a lot of casualties. Oh, here comes the snow trolls. Bolts are coming down. Dwarves could get some friendly fire. Generals using special abilities to keep their men in the fight. Khazad-dûm Reclaimers taking on the Black Uruks of the mountains, trying to reclaim their home. Let's see how the other fight's going. Alright, the goblins have not engaged. There's a little bit of a general v general. This is risky. This is really risky. I think this is Thorin who's in the fight. You definitely don't want to lose Thorin or Oakenshield. If you lose him, the morale could be shattered. Now, I know that a lot of you guys complain that the defenders never win, but what if they win here? I don't think you guys want the defenders to win because they are goblins. I think you want the dwarves to win. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's pretty much dead even. 90% destroyed of the goblins, 84% of the dwarves. We got more goblin reinforcements joining the fray one last time. And the battle will be decided right here, right now. Alright, the snow trolls are starting to drop. They're having a tough time against these dwarves. So they're kind of pushing back the dwarves. There's too many orcs. Let's see, they do have reinforcements. Oh, he's got another. Okay, this is the last stand right here. This is the final stand. Awesome. Okay, so I think he should just keep sending troops over to that front line. I think he should hold right here. This is a pretty good position, and he's doing a good job. Come on, camera. He's doing a pretty good job of containing these dwarves. I mean, there's really not that much infantry left. He's Gonna really have to rely on these crossbows. Indie Pride trying to use what's left of his ammo. He's got more crossbows retreating this way. I think the dwarves are going to easily defeat these heavy goblin infantry. As the Volt Wardens push into the back ranks. Oh! Who is this? Who died? Who was it? I don't know. I believe it's the Orc General. I could be mistaken, but who knows? I couldn't tell in the cutscene. Unfortunately, we don't get a pop-up. Only during the live battle did we see the pop-up. Oh, now he's charging in the crossbows as infantry, which is not a terrible thing. The Dwarven crossbow, especially the Blacklock engineers, I assume they're pretty good at melee. I don't know their stats exactly, but I'm pretty sure they can handle themselves in melee. Oh, more arrows coming in. Is that orc arrows? Yes, it is. We have some heavy goblin crossbowmen. Now trying to get some suppressing fire on the forces. We actually have some goblins retreating. And now it's all up to the black uruks of the mountains. And we do have an orc bodyguard fighting to the death. 92% against 88%. Alright, I think for time's sake, we might have to watch this battle in ×2 speed. Because I don't think I could upload a 2-hour-long video. So we are going to ×2. It's not like we're really missing a lot of like tactics or anything. It's really just a grindy fight at these choke points. But the orcs on this side have pretty much been destroyed. They are on the run. The dwarves now stand victoriously. It just wasn't enough. Now the dwarves can actually, I think, flank around here. Yes, they can. Do they have defenders waiting? They don't really have a lot of troops waiting on this flank. That might be why he was retreating some of his infantry. Oh, we got a general down. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure that was an orc general. No, the halberds are going back in. He's not retreating the halberds. And the dwarves continue to grind on. The orc meat grinder. More bolts coming in from the crossbows. It's mostly Iron Guard and Dwarven halberds. I just love the look of the front line of these dwarves. It just looks so cool. All those pole arms and the fancy armor. They're taking on a blob of orcs. Alright, the crossbow's still firing. He's instead of flanking around Miles and Davis, he's just gonna support the front line here. I think he should have flanked. I don't know. Maybe they do have to keep their forces concentrated instead of spreading them out. But I think really putting pressure on the backside of that final stand would be the best bet. Alright, so I'm going to try not to move the camera so much so we can let the battle kind of pick up here. The Grindfest 2016 right here, guys. Moria is always like this. It's just a grindy mess. Not a mess. More Dwarven reinforcements. It looks like what's left of the crossbows. Oh, the Goblin halberds are doing a great job. Now we have some Goblin archers, I believe, joining the fight. They're in the back there. But the Orc line is thinning, and the Dwarves seem to not be losing a lot of taking a lot of casualties. And they're gonna slowly but surely push through the front lines. All right, there we go. We're finally getting some progress. The Orcs can no longer contain this force. Things are really crumbling now, and they're starting to break. The Orcs are starting to break. And so the Dwarves have to push on to the final last stand of the Orcs. Do they have enough? Will they be able to hang on? See, 95 to 91%. The percentages, it's now a 4% difference. At one point, it was almost a 20% difference. We do have an admit defeat, I believe, by one of the Orc armies who lost all of their infantry in this struggle. Look at them, they're just pushing. They don't even care. Peasant Orc. They don't stand a chance against these Dwarves. Okay, so yeah, 95% of the Goblins killed. Alright, the Dwarves are finally victorious. They've got a couple Black Uruks who are putting up their last stand, but they should be able to take them out pretty quickly. Yeah, they're breaking now. They're fleeing. Flee. Flee. Get out of there. More crossbows. Lots of crossbows. Really, it's down to crossbows. He does have a small amount of elite infantry, but they're so depleted. They're so tired. And now they push to the final stand of the Orcs in Moria. Oh, wait. The Goblins are actually moving forward. I assumed that they would stay behind this this wall over here. But no, they're actually gonna stand out here, get their halberds ready. Looks like they're in loose formation. By the way, this is a halberd unit of 224. Okay, no, they're falling back. Okay, they're reforming. Okay, so now the Dwarves have set up their crossbows. They're trying to soften up the defenders here before they engage their infantry, use up all that ammo before actually committing their forces. Now the Orcs, they've got a nice ambush thing going on here. I like this formation. It's going to protect them from crossbow fire. Also, when the Dwarves charge in, they'll be able to attack them from multiple sides. Now we do have the general here. But again, the Dwarves decided not to flank around, which I think is a big mistake. I think they missed out on an opportunity there, especially when the Goblins are down to such few troops. But this is so important that they don't lose any more Goblins. This is just too much. Careless mistake there. Should have had all his troops hidden from the very beginning. He should have known that these crossbows are going to really focus them down before they engage. Here we have it, guys. The crossbow's now moving up. We are doing ×2 speed here. We're finally getting close to the end of this battle. It's been a marathon of a fight. Oh, what is this? We got some reclaimers throwing some axes, taking their time. I wonder how many kills they can get. Oh, wait. The Goblins are charging out. They are charging out. That's their only option at this point. They have to move forward. They have to be aggressive, or the crossbows are going to chew up their forces. Look at all those crossbows trying to get the heck out of there. And now they're... Oh, we got a force charging in, trying to slow him down. Oh, this is the iron crossbowmen engaging them now. And this is the fight, guys. The fight for Moria will be decided right here, finally. We're going to get to the conclusion. Oh my god. These dwarves are getting messed up. Got to get some halberds in the front line very quickly. They chewed up that iron crossbow unit. Alright, so we'll do normal speed here, since we're getting close to the end. Here comes the halberds, taking their time as they watch their iron crossbows get butchered right in front of them. Here they come. Alright, so we'll go back to ×2 speed, because this will be another Grindfest. Who can kill the most here? I mean, these orcs have not seen action yet, so they're fresh. These dwarves, though, they're winded, so that's really gonna suffer. That's gonna cause them to perform poorly in melee. And it looks like the orcs are taking advantage of that. The fact that they are so tired. They're down to 28. 28. It's a mix of a couple of depleted units holding back these orcs. Okay, what has he got for infantry? I don't know. He doesn't have much. Is that it? Is that seriously it for the dwarves? 93, 96. It's now a 3% difference. 1% closer. I don't think the dwarves have enough. I don't think they have enough. They really need a miracle. But wait. What is this? What's going on the other side here? Hold on. You're going to get a little sick here. Yes, we do have the general. Let's see. Where is he going? Where is he going? Is he just fleeing? He's just like, I'm out of here. I'm gone. No, he's going to try to surround these dwarves. Hopefully they see it coming. We'll find out. We'll see if he sends over troops on that side. Yes, he does have some halberds watching that flank. But as this bodyguard unit gets closer, I think he should just not charge. He should just wait. Because those halberds are going to do a lot of damage. He should wait until he has to use these halberds to protect the front line. There's the Black Uruks. Now we have some goblin halberds joining the fray. And the dwarves are getting sliced up from these fresh orcs who have waited way too long for their chances to kill a dwarf. Oh, we got a general down. Who's general, though? Nobody knows. I think it was a dwarven general. I mean, I don't know. I can't see. I mean, I see a general right there, the dwarven general. You can see his red cape. Right there. It's amazing how the dwarves are now getting pushed back. Throughout this whole battle, the dwarves have been pushing back the orcs, but the tables have turned. 97 and 94%. And the general waits. Oh wait, where did the general go? Yep, he's waiting. He is waiting. Oh, it's cool. I love those banners there. That looks awesome. They're running out of infantry. The crossbows trying to fire a couple shots before they have to charge into melee. (97-94) still. The Black Uruks really putting a dent into the Dwarven forces. Dwarves, the crossbows are certainly getting worried. Oh wait, the crossbows they're charging forward. I think I know what they're gonna do here. They're gonna go for the win. They're gonna try to kill the general. Not saying that killing the general gets you an automatic win, but they can destroy the morale of these orcs. Let's see if they can pull it off. Or maybe they're just making space. It's now 97 to 94 still. Not a change in percentage. Ooh, the goblins are kind of flanking around here, taking on the Khazad-dûm reclaimers, making it difficult for them to reclaim Khazad-dûm. Alright, so I think the dwarves are kind of holding their ground now. They kind of stopped the bleeding here. Oh, the general going in for a charge. Wow, he actually did a lot of damage to those Vault Wardens. Charged headfirst into some pikemen. He lost about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 soldiers there, but it looks like he took out about 15, 10 or so. Got a lone champion right here. Crossbow's now falling back. The orcs are, oh no, the dwarves are turning this one around. The dwarves have stopped the bleeding. I think it's the dwarven noblemen. It's now 98 to 95. The dwarves are taking this battle back under control. Amazing, amazing how this is so back and forth at the very critical moment of this fight. Bolg's champions. Oh wow, the crossbow's doing a lot of damage to this cav unit. There's still a strong unit of 44 men trying to desperately help their infantry. They realize that they cannot wait any longer. The goblins have their backs to the walls. This dwarf is getting himself a kill. The reclaimers here are so tough. The dragon slayers even tougher. And the balance of power slowly but surely shifting in favor of the dwarves. Alright, let's times 2 speed it here a little bit. Let's see what he does here with the general. Alright, let's do normal speed. We got a huge commitment from the dwarves. They're leaving their flank kind of open. They do have a small amount of Vault Wardens defending the flank. Where's the general, though? He's coming around. Do we... Oh, look at this. We got some pikes flanking around. Okay, so the goblins still have a lot of infantry left. This is amazing. Now, are they going to get there in time? Their infantry only has a matter of minutes until they are destroyed. And that is why the dwarves are committing all of their forces on this front. Because they're trying to defeat, since the army is divided, I think he should have left his pikes together. I don't think he should have flanked around. Though that's a good move, it's way too late for that. And now the goblins on this flank are going to get evaporated. So now once they're destroyed, all the dwarves can focus all of their attention on the other pike unit. But that pike unit's still going to be tough to kill. Come on, guys. You got to move fast. Go, 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 go. Save your comrades. Oh, the dwarves are pretty much victorious over here. There's a couple goblins standing their ground. They're fighting to the death, though. There are about 26 left. And the dwarves they're falling back. They're going into this little section here of Moria. And I think this is where they're going to make their stand. Okay, amazing. All right, let's fast forward here. Now, I think it's pretty obvious that the pikes are going to be able to clean up these Vault Wardens. They're just so depleted. So we'll fast forward through this. Yes, the Vault Wardens. Oh, wait. Alright, so the dwarves are committing forces. The pikes are going in. It's a healthy unit of 190 men. So they still outnumber the dwarves, but do they outskill them? No. And this is a great target for the crossbows. But how much ammo do the crossbows have left? And now the general is flanking around. Once again, this general is all over the place. He's warmed up. He's not tired. He should still be very effective. God, what an ending. What an ending to such a marathon of a battle. And look at that wall of pike death. Dragon Slayer's ready to take on that pike unit. They're now down to... They've lost 40 men in a matter of seconds. 149 left. Their pikes. Oh, here comes the general. He might as well just leave them engaged in combat here. But he is going to do cycle charges. It's going to be tricky with all that crossbow fire. This infantry's got to be able to break these guys. We got to do it quickly. We are at the very end. And it's going to be a photo finish between the orcs of the Misty Mountains and the dwarves of the Iron Hills and Erebor. So the dwarves are down to 29, but the orcs are now down to, let's see, 120. They lost another 20 men there. Those crossbows are just butchering these orcs. Oh, and the general going in deep. Come on. Cut down these crossbows. Balance of power is evenly matched between these orcs and dwarves. Oh, but those crossbows are so nasty. They're now down to less than 100 orcs. They had close to 200 in a matter of like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. They're now down to less than 100. Let's see, the balance of power is in favor of the dwarves. But these cycle charges, it's proving to be very deadly. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's see, come on, get him down, get him down. Any pride, he's got about 40 crossbowmen. He's got about 100 over here. Oh, come on, just defeat these dwarves. I don't think they're gonna be able to do it. Oh wait, look at this. Look at this, he's just gonna muscle his way through and he's gonna silence the crossbows. This is something he should have done a long time ago. You might even be able to flank around the infantry here and save the, yes he is, he's gonna, that's huge. That is very huge, that could break the dwarves. And now the dwarves are fighting on two fronts, they're very tired. This victory is almost a certainty for these orcs in the Misty Mountains. They need a miracle here, guys. The orcs need a miracle, but the dwarves also need a miracle as well. And look at the general. The general is just him in a banner carrier. That's pretty much all he has left for infantry. Yes, yes, silence the crossbows. Don't let them fire. Don't let them fire. Oh, jeez. Yep, the war grinders are starting to drop here. And the dwarves do not break. They do not break from that flanking charge, but they do suffer a lot of casualties. Very tired. They're falling back, going for the general, leaving the pikes plenty of space to push in. The general trying to now get out of there. Oh, what is this? What is this? Oh, no, no. Look at the balance of power. There's no way. 100%. Even though it's more like 99.5 of the orc army has been destroyed. I don't think they're going to have enough. I don't think they're going to be able to do it against these dwarves. The pikes are very tired. Victory still, well, balance of force is evenly matched. I was about to say, I was like, it still says, you know, they still have a certainty of winning this. But these reclaimers, man, they're so, so tough. All right, here comes the general once again. The general is winded. Not tired yet, but winded. And the pikes, man. Yeah, they're not going to do it. The pikes are now down to 32. The balance of forces. Defeat seems certain. Unless he can get a lucky charge against the Dwarven general. You can see he's keeping the general between his men because sometimes in Medieval 2, if you get a great charge against the general, it could be an instant kill. That's why it's always good to have your general on horseback because you can prevent those deadly charges a little bit more easily. Easier. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's down to a single crossbow unit. But the Warg Riders, they are down to 12 men. And the Pikes are down to 25. So the Dwarves do outnumber the Orcs now. But the Orcs, I think, still have the tools to win this. And now the Iron Crossbows are charging into melee. The Warg Riders coming in for the death blow. Come on, charge. That rally. Oh, that was beautiful. Took out at least 10 men there. The crossbows are down to 72. Come on, orcs. All right, they're gonna charge out once again. I'm just glad this replay is not crashing. Oh no, the pikemen, they're breaking. The pikes are breaking, and it's all down to Azog. Azog. Oh, there we go. General has been killed, and that's the battle, folks. That is it. That's going to wrap it up, and the Dwarves are victorious by this much, a tiny amount, by a thread. They win with about 52 crossbows, a handful of reclaimers, dragon slayers, and of course, General right here. And that's going to wrap up today's battle. What a photo finish. What a great ending. This was a absolute joy to watch. Just epic fights on the outside, inside, and just to see a battle come so close is always very, very exciting. So, looking at the kills here, Captain Azog getting the most kills, 2,203. On the other side, oh my god, Captain Fundin getting 5,777. And then we have Thorin getting 3,500, and then Ballin getting 2,626. So good game to all the players. I want to give a big thank you to Sin of the Dark Cloud and, of course, KuroGuroChan, who made this scenario. You guys did excellent. This is really, really fun. Looking at the kills, you can see all the kills of the baddies. So we'll just kind of zoom through here. 471 from the crossbows. Not surprised. So I'll let you pause the video and you can see all the kills. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it all the way through without skipping, props to you. I doubt many people did that, but yeah, it was a tough match. It was a long match, but it was a very glorious battle. So thank you guys once again. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like, comment, share, and of course subscribe if you want to see more epic battles. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.